YouTube, I've got another video for you. This one is about DBT, or dialectical behavior therapy. I might make a series of videos about DBT because there's so much to go over and I'm just learning it bit by bit, but this one is going to focus specifically on distress tolerance. I have a book called The Dialectical Behavior Therapy Skills Workbook for Bipolar Disorder that I've been slowly working through for the past couple months. And I just showed it to my psychiatrist recently, and he said he's going to buy it and work through it with me, which I'm really excited about. It's a really great book, and it's really helpful, so I recommend it to anyone with bipolar disorder. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video so you can check it out. Anyhow, distress tolerance is one of the main focuses of DBT. It emphasizes learning to bear psychological pain successfully without making it worse or using negative coping strategies. Distress tolerance skills are a kind of mindfulness skill, which I'll probably talk about in another video, because mindfulness is a really big topic. I'll borrow a short description of distress tolerance from Wikipedia for now. Distress tolerance skills constitute a natural development from DBT mindfulness skills. They have to do with the ability to accept in a non-evaluative, non-judgmental fashion both oneself and one's current situation. Since this is a non-judgmental stance, this means that it's not one of approval or resignation. The goal is to become capable of calmly recognizing negative situations and their impact rather than becoming overwhelmed or hiding from them. This allows the individual to make wise decisions about whether and how to take action rather than falling into the intense, desperate, and often destructive emotional reactions that are part of borderline personality disorder. It was originally created for borderline personality disorder, but it works for all sorts of mental illnesses. One helpful way of tolerating distress is through distraction, and there's a helpful mnemonic from DBT to help you remember what kinds of things will distract you in a healthy way. The acronym is ACCEPTS, ACCEPTS, and maybe I'll put this in the description too so you can see. The A is for activities. Use positive activities that you enjoy. The first C is for contribute. Help others out in your community. The second C is for comparisons. Compare yourself either to people that are less fortunate or to how you used to be when you were in a worse state. The E is for emotions. Cause yourself to feel something different by provoking your sense of humor or happiness with corresponding activities. The P is for push away. Put your situation on the back burner for a while. Put something else temporarily first in your mind. The T is for thoughts. Force your mind to think about something else. And the S is for sensations. Do something that has an intense feeling other than what you're feeling, like a cold shower or a spicy candy. One exercise that my friend told me about is to hold ice cubes in your hand for as long as you can to distract yourself, and I kind of like that one. Another method of distress tolerance other than distraction is self-soothing. This is a skill in which one behaves in a comforting, nurturing, kind, and gentle way to oneself. You can do it by doing something that's soothing to you. You can take a bath, paint your nails, do your makeup, put on lotion, get a massage. You can do anything that you find soothing, provided it's not unhealthy or beyond your means. Those are just some things that I like to do to self-soothe. And they're kind of girly, so if you're a boy, you'd have to come up with some more boy-friendly ones. One more thing you can do to tolerate stress is to think about pros and cons. Let's say I'm feeling really anxious about going to work. I can either go to work or not go to work. If I don't go to work, I'll have to face the possibility of getting fired or suspended, or at the very least having a smaller paycheck. If I go, I'll have the pride of knowing I've done something that was difficult for me, and the assurance that I'll be able to keep my job and my paycheck. So weighing the pros and cons makes me realize that the distress caused to me by work is worth working through. That realization on its own is enough to reduce my distress to some degree. It won't take my distress away completely, but accepting it and accepting that I need to work through it definitely helps. There are a bunch of other methods of distress tolerance that I could talk about, but I'm not an expert and I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll cut it short. Please let me know if you have any other distress tolerance ideas, or let me know what works and doesn't work for you. I'd be very curious to know. Right now, I've had a lot of success with using a distraction method I call the river exercise, where I imagine I'm in a river and that my judgmental thoughts about myself just drift by and I let them drift by without trying to hold on to them. It sounds silly, but I've been practicing it a lot and it's really starting to help me deal with negative emotions in a healthy and mindful way. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Like I said, I might make a series of DBT videos as I learn more about it, as I think it's really helpful for people with any mental illness, and especially bipolar disorder. Thanks for watching, and please comment and subscribe. And also, a lot of people have been doing Q&A videos lately, and I think that's kind of a fun idea. So if you have any questions about anything, send them my way, and maybe I'll make a Q&A video. Alright, thank you.